month of February brings about such an interesting thing. February contains a special holiday. Now, with Valentine's Day, we obviously see a lot of people go above and beyond the norm. With the people you care about, you truly want to deliver them the world. And that's understandable, especially on a day where admiration is flying high. I present to you today with another episode of the Sunday Soliloquy, one specially themed around Valentine's Day. You may be saying, what are we talking about? Well, the word simp in Urban Dictionary is defined as someone who does way too much for a person they like. Now with Valentine's here, people are obviously going to be doing the most for those they love, and that's absolutely okay. But sometimes we see a little bit too much of it happen. We start diving into that simp territory. Now the word simp doesn't discriminate. While males are often known for doing very simpish behaviors, women can also be simps as well. And today's list, in association with the Sunday Soliloquy, focuses on some of the most simp songs in music history, at least to my opinion and my knowledge, where we honor those songs that seem to be going just a little too far in terms of doing the most for the ones you love, care, think about. Now again, this is all on good love and humor. This entire list actually consists of songs that I grew up and I still sing to this very day. So it's no discrimination at all. This is all for jokes and giggles. But I mean, when it comes that time, man, we have to have a serious conversation. It's the Sunday Soliloquy and you're tuned in for the top simp songs of all time. With all that being said, make sure you leave a like on today's video. Let us know what you think about this topic, and realistically, what are some songs that you believe to be some of the biggest simp songs? And again, everybody can be simps, and we're gonna find that out today with some of these selections. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you share today's video, and on top of that, you know what, make sure you hit that notification bell too, so that every time AORU uploads, you'll be the first ones to be notified. All that being said, let's get into some of these songs. Coming off of Drake's 2011 Take Care album, I feel like when we all heard Marvins Room as a collective, something in us began to understand that Drake may carry that simp connotation for the rest of his artistry. And as one of Drake's biggest fans, I can honestly agree. This song started off very childish. Drake has the voicemail or phone recording of some poor girl he's having a conversation with. She's over here basically saying, in most parts, that she was feeling good, she's a little delirious, had a couple drinks, went to a couple clubs, and my man Drake is going to leave her probably the most toxic voicemail of all time. We're looking at jealousy here, folks. We're looking at a little bit of abandonment. We're looking at Drake needing that person that he just lost. And he's gonna let her know because it's 3 a.m. and she's getting a drunk voicemail. I get maybe the feelings were rough, the relationship was great, but then Drake goes on in the chorus. One of the most notable melodies of all time comes in the form of the chorus. F that individual that you love so bad. I know you still think about the times we had. I said, F that man that you think you found. And since you picked up your phone, I know he's not around. Whoa. I'm just saying you could do better. Like, come on, bro. At this point, tell me, have you heard that? Like, do you understand by this point Drake is just getting in a bag that is Now Drake begins to go on within the show, and we begin to get the themes again. He is truly leaving a drunk voicemail, and I feel bad for this girl. You know, who knows? Maybe they had a one-night stand, or maybe this was a serious relationship that Drake had poured his heart, time, and affection into, and due to one miscommunication, one unfortunate incident, it could have drifted these young lovers apart. And apparently Drake took this one to heart because he left her a whole drunk voicemail and put it in the form of a song. And this song, Jesus, I remember when this came out, everybody wanted to do covers and give their side of the Marvins Room story. And I'm gonna tell you like this, Marvins Room is one of the most simp songs of all time. Ooh-wee. Boyfriend number 2, Pleasure P, the introduction of Marcus Cooper. I'm taking this one back a little bit, 2009. If you don't know who Pretty Ricky is, first of all, you're probably at the wrong video, at the wrong channel. I digress. Marcus Cooper, better known as Pleasure P from the group Pretty Ricky, ran the 2000s. I felt like as an R&B group, they really set the standard high for a lot of people, and it's one of the best groups you got to hear at that point in time, because although they carried over the tradition of 90s R&B boys, they really took it and made it what we know to be as, you know, one of the most popular and notable groups to come out of the 2000s. But out of that group came one particular member who I genuinely enjoyed his music, and it was one of the lead vocalists, Marcus Cooper, aka Pleasure P. Pleasure P dropped his debut album in 2009, The Introduction of Marcus Cooper. And oh boy, did he have a song on here that made people seem real, specifically men seem real questionable as what they would do for a woman they were attracted to. The chorus I present to you. I'm boyfriend number 2. Cause the first one he don't really seem like he ain't know what to do. I'm boyfriend number 2. And I know you like it freaky, so I'm gonna give it to you. I'm boyfriend number 2. Don't fuss, don't fight, don't argue. Cause second place always got a whole lot to prove. If we're not accepting first, what is the point? My boy was making the side dude anthem. I don't need to be everything, just let me smash and pass. My guy, we gotta value ourselves here. You're telling her you would basically do anything to lick a cheese it off the booty cheek, and I am not feeling that. We have to do better. This song was one of my absolute favorites. I could scream it from the top of my lungs, I'll dance, like, bro, look, I'm right there with you. But as I get older and I'm singing these lyrics, I'm thinking, bro, if I am doing this for somebody who is in a committed relationship, you got me messed up. You're not worthy of me. I gotta sit here and work for you, adjust to you and your man's schedule, play freaking hide and seek every time your man wants to walk through the front. No, we're better than this. We're decent people. You're committing yourself to the number 2 row, and on top of that, let's say you were to take this young lady from this man and y'all start your own relationship. Who's to say she's not gonna turn around and do that to you, and vice versa if it was the other way? We gotta think smarter and value ourselves here. Can't believe it. A lot of you already know how this is gonna go, and you may be thinking, wow, Steve, but that's such a classic, and I agree. But let's think about what TPain is saying. She makes me feel so good, better than I would by myself or if I was with somebody else. I'm not mad at that, Pain. Talk your game. But then the song starts talking about, I can put you in a log cabin somewhere in Aspen. Girl, ain't nothing to the pain. It ain't tricking if you got it. What's you asking for? Put you in a mansion somewhere in Wisconsin. Like I said, ain't none to the pain. We could change our last name. What's happening? Cause you look so good. Tell me why you want to work here. She hit the main stage. She make people say, yeah. Pain. She's making you and about 30 other brothers feel good. Please, run. She could look good, absolutely. If she's a beautiful young lady, then, you know, I'm not attacking that. I'm just saying, are we really giving every attractive person the lifeboat, the keys to the yacht, the mansion? Hey, you're cute. Here's $3 million. We have to do better. It's such a classic song too, and it hurts because in a song like this, you're singing and not realizing that, you know, we're gonna be making love on the beach. Then people see what we're doing, and they pointing and owing. Oh, but we gonna keep on doing it. It's just me and you and no one else around. My man is having public sex. If he wants to, if that's a flex, hey, by all means, I accept it. But are we really finna do that? You finna expose your private parts to children and kids and oohing and all? Come on, man. We gotta think. There is social and context situations. As much as we love to fall into this fantasy, you're trying to have sex on the beach and there's a family of 4 just trying to make a damn sandcastle. Help me work with this here. Let me hold you. Ooh. I think this was the perfect song for simping when we were young. My relative age, I'm only 24. When this song first came out, man, look, this was the perfect song to sing to the sweeties in elementary and middle school. Easy. No curse words. You over there, you know her little middle school honey may have hurt her, so now you coming in for the swoop and for the kill. Talk about he don't treat you how he's supposed to treat you. He can't give you the life that I can give you. He can do the things for you that I can do for you. I feel like, you know, you flashing something materialistic at somebody to get their attraction. You might be simping. If you spending an excessive depends on your tax bracket, but if you spend an excessive amount of money for this woman or for this male to impress them, you're simping. If you're trying to convince them while they're going through the midst of a breakup or hurt with another person that you could do them 10 times better and do that and do this and buy that and put them, you're simping. You're simping. You're doing the most because you want something. Because when you cry, I want to feel your pain. No secrets, no games. You don't know what she's going through, but she got some really like horrid things. What if he's going through so much? What if he has just a lot on his mind? And then you just sit there bamboozled at what you heard, and now you don't know what you want to do, if you want to commit to them anymore. You see, you just simped your way into a situation you thought you wanted to be in, and now you're trying to backtrack, and now you look like the butthead. Come on now, talk to me. I'm sure Bow Wow at that age, with his amount of finances and his position, could have easily done that. But to my point, if you got to do all these things, even if you have good intentions, my boy, is that not simping? I don't mind standing every day outside your corner in the pouring rain. You already know what I'm talking about when you hear this song, because he's saying that no matter what happens, I'll be there for you. But I just won't be there for you. I'll be out in the pouring rain looking for you with your broken smile. And no matter all the damage, I'll ask if you want to stay a while. It's raining. It's a thunderstorm with 20 degrees outside. You're going to catch hypothermia. Take back in the house and go get a blanket. Guess what? You're going to mess around. You're going to be outside for about 30 minutes. You're going to get sick. And then what happens when she don't pay attention to you or she doesn't return the call? My guy, it's a lot of hurt right there. Matter of fact, forget all that. You're already doing too much. Is the risk worth the reward? And again, you gotta do better. I know where you hide, alone in your car. I know all the things that make you who you are. I know that goodbye means nothing at all. Comes back and begs me to catch her every time she falls. I know you love this girl. I know you respect this girl. I know you want to honor this girl. Adam Levine, I know you probably have the utmost intention. But you talk about, what if this girl just did some damage and then she wants you to turn around and just, well, ask yourself this question, friend. Is she going to do the same for you in that situation? And if not, are you doing a little too much? I'm feeling simp. This song is called 1,000 Miles. If I could just see you, if I could just hold you, then I would walk 1,000. If you walk, driving 1,000 miles is a hell of a thing to do. So if you're walking 1,000 miles to see one person, this person better be God. Because by God's beautiful grace, this is one of the biggest simp songs I've ever heard. And I'm not hating on Vanessa Carlton for dropping a generational banger, something that my kids will know when that time comes, and I won't be ashamed to play that for them by any means. The issue I have here is it's simping. The concept of walking over 1,000 people train for marathons, triathlons, 5Ks, 10Ks, major city runs, whatever you want to call it. And you're talking about you would walk 1,000 miles. Do you know how long it would take you to run 1,000 miles, Vanessa Carlton? To walk 1,000 miles? I don't even know, bro. This song bothers me so much as I think about it now that I'm older, and brings together the whole concept of simp. She's literally talking about, we've had good memories. Our time maybe has gone. We've moved forward. And yet as I still reflect on the past, I still think I would walk 1,000 miles for you. I drown in your memory. There's no water! Hey girl, it's so insane, girl. I'm so in love with all the things you say, girl. And hey girl, I know this is like sort of like crazy, but if you could, then I could, and we could, like maybe surpass expectations and give a demonstration of a committed relation to our loveless generation. And if you do, you can be mine. And if you don't, it's totally fine. I'll just accept the fact that I'm a dweeb and go in my room and cry. I'll close the door and I'll ignore the fact you're into other guys, and I'll wash away the pain with a million tears I cry. But if you do, oh baby, if you do, I would like to give my entire life to you. And that is the first verse of that song. Two completely different spectrums here. If you say yes and love me and be mine, I'm gonna give everything I am. Everything I am. You want my water? You can have it. Need a back rub? I got you. Want me to sell my home to put you in a Gucci fur coat? Absolutely. But if you don't, I'm gonna go on a major depressive episode, because you're all I ever wanted and you're all I ever needed, and without you, I don't think my life would be complete. Why the 0 to 100? The intentionality is great. The thought behind it is absolutely sweet. But you really finna sit here and tell me you finna do all that? All that? I was 18 when I heard this song, 17. Imagine if I carried this mindset into a high school relationship. I may have had it a couple times, I'm not being honest about it, but I digress. That's besides the point. What I'm trying to say is that this is terrible. As stereotypical as it sounds, so many other fish in the sea. And if you can't find one, it's either A, you're not looking hard enough, or B, you shouldn't be looking in the first place, and you should allow it to come to you like everything in life naturally does when you let it take its time. I'm dropping bars today. I hope today I brought light. I hope I brought attention. I hope I brought a little bit of awareness to these songs and their simp nature for one reason or another. Now, while the word simp doesn't necessarily connotate anything negative, I do like to think doing the most sometimes for the right person can be absolutely worth it. And in a beautiful month like February, where Valentine's Day takes its place, maybe we can all use a little love to help us grow and develop as human beings. But you have me absolutely fucked up if you think that I am going to bend over backwards unnecessarily keywords for you, and you are going to just turn around and two-step your way in and out of my life. You got me messed up. All that being said, guys, you let us know what your go-to song is. What makes you do the most for that special person? What will make you completely simp out and hit a key sweat nobody for that person that you care about, huh? What's gonna make you do the most for the one? You let us know in the comments down below, man. Tell us what you agreed, what you liked from today, what songs you plan on listening to from today's list. Make sure you share the video, leave a like, hit that subscription button, and wait for it. And click the notification bell so that every time we upload, you're the first ones to be notified. We'll be back with you very soon. All that being said, stay blessed, small more, worry less. I'll see you in the next one.